Hi there, everyone. Welcome to episode 612 of the Mike from Maine Show, the place where we do daily interviews with successful online entrepreneurs. This is your host, Mike Thomas, and today on the show, we have Greg Kononenko on, and we're going to be talking about how he's been able to get hidden clicks out of his email list while building it at the same time and making money with CPA offers. Now, if you can actually get paid to build your list, make the money back, the sky is the limit, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. Let's get into it. Here's Greg. We are here today with Greg Kononenko. Greg, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Mike. Thanks for having me. Great to be here.
Greg, bring us into your internet marketing story. I'm really interested to hear about where you came from and how you got to today.
Sure. So I'm probably a little bit of a veteran, or maybe an old guy considered, by internet marketing standards. I started in 2005. That's when I first started learning about internet marketing. That was the Wild West days. I started doing, yeah. So, I started by sending traffic from Google AdWords straight to ClickBank, those kinds of things, direct linking the ads. Made a little bit of money, spent quite a bit on traffic, that sort of stuff. And over the years, I guess I've tried quite a few different things. That didn't really work out very well. I was losing money. But then I got into creating small mini sites. So at one stage, I had about 150 review sites on things like bodybuilding products and weight loss products, various pills and so forth, just all in the health and fitness niche. And they were actually doing really, really well. Each one of them, was only bringing in sort of a few dollars a day here and there. But when you combine all of them together, it was pretty good for about 6 months. And then one of the Google updates, of course, stuffed me up. So I had to find something else to do. And I got into eBay sites. Again, I built up over 200 eBay sites and was on top of the world for quite a while. And then they all just got indexed. I rebuilt them all again, and they all got de-indexed again. So one thing that I was actually doing wrong that whole time was I wasn't building a list. And it took me a while to realize that I probably should have picked up on that a lot earlier. But in 2013, I basically started looking into list building quite seriously and started building a list. Got a really good list building coach in 2014, so about a year ago. And since then, I haven't really looked back. So since then, I've been building freebie lists. And in the last, probably about last 8 months, I started building a buyer's list as well. So that's it in a nutshell. I guess since I really saw a dramatic improvement in my earnings and just the stability of it after I started building lists.
It's interesting. Your story is very similar to mine. I also started out in around 2003, 2004. Doing making websites, doing direct linking from AdWords to affiliate offers, and then I ended up building 750 AdSense websites, and then Google came along. And, well, Google came along. I don't know. You rebuilt yours a couple times, so maybe we're equal there. Google came around and they slapped me, and I lost almost everything with that. And I didn't start building my email list until about, I don't know, around, I think October 2011, around 2011, end of 2011, beginning of 2012. And that's when things really started changing for me. Even today, when I put out my interviews and my reviews, a huge percentage of my traffic comes from sending out that like announcement to my email list and telling them, hey guys, we've got another one up here. Come on over. And if I didn't have that, sure, maybe I could have some success. Maybe I could have some traffic coming in and people coming back when they kind of thought about it. But it's really, everyone says the money's in the list, the money's in the list, the money's in the list. It's because the money's in the list.
It really is, isn't it?
It really is. And I know that with your business as well, you are a big proponent of reinvesting back into your business and building that email list that you have currently. How big is your email list?
So I've got two email lists. I've got a freebie list and I've got my buyer's list. My freebie list right now is just over 15,000 subscribers, and my buyer's list is 1,900 subscribers.
In general, and this is something that I've been kind of going over in my own business with solo ads and with buyers lists. We all know or most of us know that a buyers list is much more valuable than a list of people that are just searching for something that is free. In general, for you, how much is a subscriber worth that is on a freebie list compared to your buyers list?
That's a very good question. I think, well, I've actually done some calculations, and for a freebie subscriber, you're probably looking at somewhere between 20-25 cents a month per subscriber. And for someone who's on your buyers list, it really depends on how you monetize their traffic, of course. What I do, is I do affiliate promotions, and I of course promote my own products to my list. So they're worth probably about $2 to $3 per month per subscriber.
And that's interesting that you say that. I was doing some calculations on my last income report, trying to figure out what these subscribers will be worth. I estimated that a lead acquired through a solo ad would be approximately 30 cents per subscriber per month. Does that sound accurate to you?
That's about right, yeah. So mine seems to fluctuate between 20 and 25 cents, so a little bit lower, but you're very close.
Okay, cool. So there's money there. There's money to be made, but of course not the same as a buyer there. Very, very interesting.
Absolutely. Cool. Absolutely. But freebie lists, have got obviously their advantages as well. You don't need to have a product. You don't need to, if you're using any bonus spot methods and so forth, you don't need to hassle anyone. You can grow a pretty huge list pretty quickly without being an expert, especially for people who don't speak maybe very good English, that are not comfortable in writing a report or doing videos, that kind of stuff. Definitely have got their own advantages as well.
In the product that we're going to be talking about today, it's about building a list and building a subscriber base and being able to get even more traffic and make even more money from what you're doing. I'm always looking for ways of bringing more income in. If I can bring up 5% increase, 10% increase, 30% increase, I'll be more than happy to implement some of these methods into my business. So on the sales page here, it says, who else wants to learn where we found hidden clicks and how we use them to cash in big on CPA offers while getting paid to build a massive list of targeted, hungry subscribers. So bring us in. What's this all about, and why should I care?
Yeah, sure. So basically, I guess the name of the product, CPA List Loophole. So this product builds on the other list building products that I've released, and that we've recently jointly with my partner Stefan have got WSO of the Day awards for. We've taken the best, the really working components from those products, and we've actually added this loophole. Mm-hmm. So what that loophole is, it allows us to find sources of traffic, and when we buy paid traffic, we actually manage to get an extra 30% return on investment through finding those hidden clicks. So would you like me to explain how the hidden clicks work?
Yeah, because it's obviously working. I'm looking at your sales page here, and I'm seeing little, we've got results here of clicks that have come in and sales that have come in. And this is all using the method that you're talking about today, right? This isn't something that you've made this somewhere else, and you're like, oh, let's just put my proof up here that I got somewhere else. This is from using the method you're going to be explaining. Yeah,
100%. So basically, here is the loophole. If anyone who has bought solo ads before, as you know, the way that it works, you pay say $40 to buy 100 clicks, and then you give your tracking link to the solo ad seller, who will then send you those 100 clicks, and on your side, using that tracking link, you will be able to see that you've got 100 clicks. Now, the thing with the solo sellers is that they actually will charge you, say, 40 cents a click, so $40 for 100 clicks. When they charge you that, they charge you per unique click, mm-hmm. which means that it's 100 distinct people who have actually clicked your link. Now, solo sellers are very different, and they all use different tracking tools, they all use different email swipes, they use different autoresponders and so forth. And what will happen sometimes is when they send an email with your ad to their list, they may have 2 or 3 links throughout the body of the email that actually goes to your, to your ad or to your landing page. Now, often people will click one link, and then they will also click the second link, and they will also click the third link. Okay, so that's actually 3 clicks, but those 3 clicks are from the same subscriber. So what may happen with certain solo sellers, when you buy the traffic from them, you may pay $40 for 100 clicks, but you may in fact get 140 clicks. Okay, so
because of the people that are click happy.
Because of the people who are click happy. Okay, so our method is all about finding, since you're already paying that $40 anyway to acquire the traffic, okay, you might as well buy from the solo sellers who sell a lot of those duplicate clicks. And we show exactly step by step how to identify those sellers. You have to kind of apply a few different methods and go through a bit of a selection system, and we step our readers through step by step how to do exactly that. How to identify those solo sellers who send a lot of duplicate clicks, and how to then set up your system in such a way that the first click that comes through from a subscriber goes to your squeeze page, and they may opt in, they may not opt in, but then the duplicate clicks will actually go to CPA offers. Now, the reason why this works so well is because if a person didn't opt in the first time they clicked your link, chances are they won't opt in the second. So there is really no benefit in sending that person for the second time to the same squeeze page, because they won't opt in. I've tested it and I know that that's how it is.
You've tested it, because I was thinking to myself there, I was like in theory, it sounds like it makes sense. Like if I see a page and I'm not going to put my email in, if you show it to me 10 times, I'm be like, okay, I didn't put my email in the first time. Why am I going to put my email in again the 10th time?
Yeah, no, I actually tested it, and I've looked at the number of subscribers that I'm getting, from the clicks, and definitely you don't get a reduction in the opt-in rate from redirecting those duplicate clicks to another offer. The benefit, however, is that if they didn't opt in the first time, probably not going to opt in the second time, but they may like another offer. Mm-hmm. So we show a really good way of redirecting those subscribers who click for the second or third time to other offers. And we show exactly how to profit from those clicks, even though those people who, remember, come from freebie seekers lists, how to profit from those clicks immediately by them not even having to buy anything. So we show things like pay per lead programs, cost per lead programs. We show private pay per lead programs, which are actually very profitable, run by really large list builders. We talk about all of that in our product.
Okay, a few things. One, I bought solo ads before, and I know that if I was going to sell a solo ad, if I was going to be a solo ad seller, and I would use the technology that's available, there's technology where I can sell you a click, and I can send out an email, and someone will click on that link. It will go to your page, and then I can actually use technology so that if someone clicks again, if one of these happy clickers clicks again, that's not going to go to you, that's going to go to somewhere else. That might go to one of my, maybe I have the same kind of system you have set up where I want to send people to my CPA offers after. I can set that up as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
In your experience, you bought a lot of traffic. Are solo ad sellers savvy? And is it like we've got most people that are have that kind of system set up, or no? Like how do you find that?
So I'd say that probably something like 70% of solo sellers are quite glued on and know what to do with those duplicate clicks, because often what they will do is if someone clicks the first time, it'll go to the first person in the queue. If someone clicks the second time, that same person, they'll just get sent to the second person in the queue. However, there is that 20 or 30% of solo sellers out there who actually don't have that set up, and generally they are probably people who either no one has told them about it, or people that they have learned from the programs where they've learned didn't actually cover that. So surprisingly, there are actually quite a few people out there. If you buy traffic from them, they will actually sell you a ton of duplicate clicks, and they're not necessarily always the younger, sort of beginner
I would
solo
think it would be
sellers.
like the newbie people, the people with smaller lists that can maybe sell 50 to 100 clicks.
Generally, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Generally, yes, absolutely. But inside the product, I'm actually showing some of my real results and the kind of cost per click that I've got. I think it's as low as 25 cents, where I'm actually, a couple of times I've bought 1,000 clicks from this person, because I started, by buying 100 clicks just to test. And then I bought a little bit more, and then I bought 1,000 clicks from him, and he actually sent me 1,400 clicks. So it does actually work with quite a few larger sellers as well. But you're right, going back to your point, it is generally the people who, who can only send about 50 or 100 clicks. But, if you find a lot of them, there is no harm in buying from them.
A lot of times with these methods, people will come up with a course like yours, and they'll say, "Well, you could do this. Like you mentioned, you could send to paper leads, you could send to CPA offers, blah blah blah." What are you doing? Like, what's working best for you right now? When you buy traffic and you send someone to your opt-in page, to your squeeze page, what do they see? What are they seeing next? What are those happy clickers seeing from you?
So the question is, where am I sending my traffic?
What are you doing?
Yeah, so I'm doing a number of things which I actually cover in the course. I have a list of about 5 CPA offers that are doing really well for me right now, where I'm getting really good earnings per click. So I'm sending to those, and the second thing that I'm doing is I'm actually selling what's known as funnel clicks. In case anyone is not familiar with funnel clicks, so they would be the clicks that, as an example, when someone opts into your squeeze page, they come to your thank you page, you may have something saying, click here to check out this cool thing, and it'll be linked to your funnel click rotator. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you actually sell those funnel clicks. You get paid up front for it. You can charge as much as 40 cents for a funnel click. And obviously when someone opts in and then they click that bonus link, they will go to someone else's squeeze page. You can actually sell those clicks. And it is very profitable as well. I talk about that inside the product. So I'm doing those 2 things. I'm using, when I say CPA, I actually mean 3 things. One is large networks that have pay per lead programs. So when someone opts in, they just pay you per lead. No one needs to buy anything. You just get paid.
How much are they paying you per lead?
Up to $3.
Nice.
But some of those, the higher end ones, people actually have to confirm. So it's a confirmed opt-in.
So they have to put their email in, go back to their inbox and say, yes, I want that. So you're going to lose a lot of people that way.
Yes, but you obviously get paid more for it to compensate. And there are single opt-in leads. Generally is about 75 cents, but there are some where you can get 85 cents per lead as well, and we actually show those inside the product as well. Now, so that's one category of leads of CPA offers. The other category of CPA offers is where people actually have to make a purchase. So it is cost per action. So once they've made a purchase, and often they're trial offers, so you actually may get paid say $35 or $40 for someone signing up for a $4.97 trial. So for a $4.97 trial, you get paid $35, and it's a really good deal. And no surprise that they convert quite well.
I'm looking on your sales page right now. I don't know if you have that in front of you or if you've memorized it, but you've got some stats here. It says, before we begin, here's just a little taste of the results. Everyone watching, this sales page is going to be right underneath the interview, so if you want to take a look as well, it's going to be right there. It says CPA, 697 clicks, 5 actions, 295 in sales, 240 in sales, 180 and 35. Where are those coming from?
So those are actually ClickSure stats. I think some people who are probably looking at this will realize that this is ClickSure. So ClickSure is one of the networks that we are talking about inside the course, and I've been doing quite well with them for quite a while. And as you can see, there is an EPC there. My favorite offer there is doing 81 cents, and 353 earnings per click, $3.53 and 81 cents. So they're the kind of EPCs that you can actually see from sending traffic to those offers. And
I'll be honest with you, with ClickSure offers in general, there's a reputation of them being a little more hypey with internet marketing stuff. I would never send my audience there. I mean, I don't know. I haven't ever promoted a ClickSure offer. But if you're buying traffic and there are people coming in and you're just trying to make your money back, I don't see anything wrong with it. With you're buying that traffic. They're not your subscriber yet. They're just going to run away and go somewhere else. They haven't opted into your list. You haven't been able to establish a relationship with them. Yeah. So so you can send them to those places. Then I see the PayPal money coming in as well. What's that?
Well, the PayPal payments are primarily from promoting selling the funnel clicks or selling the solo ads, and then obviously promoting offers to to the list as well, making commissions from promoting the offers to the list.
Cool. One other thing, you got all kinds of stuff that I get to pick apart here. I'm enjoying this today.
Yeah, let's do this.
You said that you can sell these clicks up to 40 cents of people that they opt into your page, or they don't opt in. Maybe they just click and they get sent out somewhere else. Like they're a happy click. You can sell those to people for up to 40 cents. Tell us about. I know you have a customer. I know you can't name their name, but I know you have a customer that is paying you quite a bit of money for this. Tell us about that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look, when I started selling funnel clicks, which was around December, that's when I really started exploring funnel clicks. I started by basically approaching some of the people that I knew online that I bought traffic from, and I just said, hey, do you want to buy some funnel clicks? Started selling at 30 cents a click, and only 70% of that traffic is actually tier 1 traffic coming from tier 1 countries like United States, Australia, Canada, United Kingdom, and New Zealand. Then slowly, as people started getting good results with my traffic, I basically started raising prices, because if there is demand, I can ask for those prices and people are happy paying for it. So right now I've got a customer who is ordering 1,000 clicks a month from me, and they're paying me 40 cents a click. They're getting really good results. They're actually getting out of 1,000 clicks, they generally get somewhere between 10 and 16 sales into. And they're building the buyers list from that, and they're actually making a lot of their money back. I don't exactly know, sort of from our conversations, that they seem to be making most of their money back on the traffic that they're buying from me. So, it's a good deal for me, it's a good deal for them. The other thing about funnel clicks actually is that traffic is a little bit warm. They're not absolutely cold. They've just opted into your page, and when they've come to your thank you page, they feel happy, because they, it says, hey, thank you, you're going to get this great guide. Check your email in 5 minutes, and I'm actually giving one of my first WSO I'm giving away to my list. So it's a quality product. I'm proud to give it to people. So the traffic is warm. They feel like something important has just happened. And then when they see that they can actually get more free cool stuff or free bonuses, when they click those links, you generally see a much higher percentage opt-in. You get an average of about 55% opt-in on that traffic, which is much better than buying solo ads. With solo ads, you're sort of looking at, depending on your squeeze page, depending on the traffic and so forth and on the weather, you're looking at somewhere between probably 35 and 45% opt-in rate, whereas with funnel clicks, you do get a much higher percentage opt-in. And the sales are actually, quite good.
And if that person is buying from you month after month, it means like that person would have to be kind of dumb to keep spending $1,000 every month if they weren't making their money back. So there's obviously you're providing value to them, you're providing a service, they're happy to get the traffic, you're selling the traffic, you're making your money back from your traffic purchase, you're building that email list that we talked about earlier, which is the most important asset. Sure, these subscribers might not be worth as much as if you go out there and you create a product and you launch a product and you sell that and you build that buyers list. That's a whole nother thing, and that involves product creation and affiliate recruitment and lots of different things that are much more complicated. This, you spend the money, you build the list. The bigger your list, the more money you're going to make. You don't need to create a product. Then that's why I like it. That's why I get excited about paid traffic and solo ad traffic as well. Yeah. Cool.
I think it is a really good model, because inside we're actually showing how to make vast majority of your money back immediately, even if you do use paid traffic. And then we're actually showing how to set up a very cool follow-up sequence that runs over 30 days, and that actually lets you, get back into green on your paid traffic investment. The other thing that we're actually showing inside the guide, so I know we may have kind of made some people worried who may be listening about paid traffic, you have to spend money, that kind of stuff. I just wanted to make it clear that we do also show a really workable, a method that really does bring results to get free traffic into your funnel as well. Obviously, you can't lose the loophole because the loophole only works when you're buying traffic. However, we're talking about a really good traffic source, which when I started building the list myself, it takes a little bit of, a little bit more work, obviously, than just paying money and getting the traffic. But you can really build quite a large subscribers list just using that traffic source as well.
So there's paid methods and then there's free methods as well in there. And once you've got some money coming in, you can start investing in paid.
That would be the idea. So once you've implemented the free traffic methods and you've got that traffic flowing into your funnel, you will start making income either through CPA offers or pay-per-lead offers or through selling funnel clicks. And I'm talking about that inside the guide. But once you've got that money coming in, you can actually start reinvesting it back into your business because you know that your funnel, you put in $100 and it's actually going to give you close to $100 on the end. So you can actually start reinvesting the traffic.
How much money did you make last month from this business model?
From the freebie list?
From freebie list, let's address the freebie list. How much money did you make last month?
So approximately $3,000 in income from the freebie list.
And you're investing how much of that back into your business?
I've invested $2,000 last month back into the business.
And how much did you invest this month back in your business?
Well, when I was getting ready for the interview, I actually summed up the last 30 days. So that's my stats for the last 30 days.
Cool. And are you planning on, is this something that you're going to continue doing? Are you going to be, if I speak to you next month and the month after, are you going to continue to be investing back into your email list, into your solo list?
Yeah, so look, it all comes down to how aggressively you want to grow your list. You can either reinvest 100% and obviously you'll grow a lot faster because you're buying a lot more traffic, or you can slow down. But in general, the sweet spot seems to be at about 50%. So if you want to keep growing your list and still withdraw some money back out, about 50% seems right. That's the point where you can still be growing your list slowly. You can still be taking some money out, to do whatever. And you can still be spending that money to actually keep reinvesting into your list.
It's funny, the people that I see grow the fastest are the ones that are willing to take some of their profits and put it back into their business. The ones that aren't afraid, they're like, okay, I can see that this is working. I can see the numbers. They're working the numbers. They do what you're doing with trying to stretch everything out, trying to get everything, to make as much money as they possibly can, and then they just go all in with it. That's where I see success.
Yeah, it was sort of the same with me. I started buying 50 clicks, 100 clicks here and there, and it's scary, right, to hand over hundreds of bucks and not really know whether it's going to.
We've got a visitor.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, Sophia. I'm sorry, Mike.
No worries.
Okay, so it's just okay.
This is one of the things that's great about being at home, is that we have little visitors once in a while.
That was not scripted.
I don't think she's very happy that she's not in on this interview.
That's right. I should have really locked the door, but maybe she's second appearance. So where were we? Sorry.
People that invest back in their business, those in general, I see them as being the ones that see the most success, is what we were saying. People that go all in and really, they know their numbers, they figure those things out, and then they use that to their advantage.
Yes, exactly right. So I think I was, talking about me sort of starting to buy the traffic and, sort of testing the system and testing the funnel. But really, once you get that confidence and once you know your numbers, it's not that scary to take the money that you've just made and reinvest a certain percentage of it back in, because the good thing about list building funnels is it's all numbers, right? And I am a mathematical sort of analytical type. Once you know your numbers, once you know your conversions, once you know what your funnel produces, you can pretty much predict very precisely, if you spend this money on this traffic from this source, what you're going to get as a result. So once that's set up, it's not that hard and not that scary.
For someone just getting started, let's say they decide that they want to pick up your course and get going with it. What would you suggest that they do? Their first kind of plan of action, go out and buy 100 clicks and start selling? What do you think?
Well, I think the best thing for them to do would be to set up the funnel obviously in the way that that we're showing inside the course. And once they've done that, if there's two ways they can go. They can either start driving free traffic, or they can invest into traffic. If they go down the investment path, then I would suggest picking out, using the steps in my method, testing out a few different solo sellers by buying 50 clicks or 100 clicks from each one, and then analyzing the results.
Start slowly, like not go out there and buy like $1,000 worth of traffic, and then they figure out that they didn't set up their squeeze page correctly and they didn't connect their autoresponder to it, and they come back and they say it doesn't work, Greg. This doesn't work.
Yeah, no, definitely that would be not the recommended thing to do. No, so you'd want to buy 50 clicks or 100 clicks, and then just see how your funnel performs. Have a look at your numbers. We've got some guidelines inside the course around what should be expected on a good squeeze page. I'm showing a format that should generate 40-45% opt-in rate on your squeeze page, and that really should be the goal. Once they know that their squeeze page is converting at 40-45%, then it's time to look at what happens after the people opt in, and then I'm showing obviously how to set up the thank you page in a very particular way, with a layout that has been tested. Then people would actually need to figure out how many clicks they are getting based on that thank you page, as compared to how many people have opted in. So you sort of have, let's say you have 100 people come to your squeeze page, you have 45 people opt in. How many clicks are you getting out from your thank you page to CPA offers? And good guideline is about 1.3 to 1.5. If not, we're showing how to tweak the thank you page as well. Now, once that is, all the boxes are ticked and you're actually getting that 40-45% opt-in rate, and your thank you page is generating required number of clicks, it's really about sending those clicks to the offers. And I would recommend for someone who's just starting out to focus on pay-per-lead offers, because it's quite daunting to send 100 clicks, especially when you're first starting out, to an offer and then not actually see a sale. Because as you know, sometimes you send 100 clicks and it doesn't convert, but the 101st click will, and then 102nd click will as well. So with the pay-per-lead offers, the good thing about it is that you will start seeing results very quickly. So you might send something like 3 or 4 clicks and you might already get the first payment. So I would recommend focusing on that.
One-time offers. What should people expect after they purchase CPA List Loophole?
So we've got 2 one-time offers. The first one-time offer is Done For You pack. So in the Done For You pack, we're offering a high converting squeeze page. We're offering a high converting thank you page that is already laid out in the format that's proven to perform. So we're also including a high quality PLR report that people can give away. It's not some crappy PLR that basically has just been kind of slapped together. It's actually a high quality PLR report that you're not ashamed to send to your subscribers. We're also providing in that one-time offer 60 emails. So that's 30 days worth of emails, which are also part of your funnel, and will help generate clicks as well. We've taken our own swipes that we've taken the highest click-through rate swipes from our autoresponders, both myself and Stefan, and we've put them into the pack. So it's a really good Done For You pack.
Cool. I think there's one more.
So let me just double check. So what else did we include? Absolutely. Okay. So we actually did include also the targeted traffic takeover WSO by Stefan. The last thing that I'll mention that's inside the pack is the high performing CPA and pay-per-lead offers. So that, I guess that takes the guesswork out. If someone is worried about trying to send the clicks and, oh my God, is this offer going to work or not? We've solved that problem. We've basically put in the exact offers that are doing quite well for us inside that one-time offer.
Wait, is that OTO number 2 or is that OTO number 1?
That's OTO number 1.
Okay, so in the second one, is that where you were talking about?
OTO 1. So in the OTO 1, it's a complete Done For You funnel.
Okay.
Plus Done For You emails, plus the full list of the high-performing pay-per-lead and CPA offers as well.
And the second one, maybe I'm confused here. The second one is Profit Ignition Platinum.
That's the one. Yes. So
okay.
what we've done is we've included. Sometimes people like to have more than one squeeze page to choose from. So we've actually included 50 mobile-friendly, really stunning looking squeeze pages with PLR rights. I've bought that pack myself, and I know that people who I have given or sold this pack to have managed to resell this pack for something like $9, $17, $19. People have actually been getting good money for just that pack alone, and we're including that as part of the one-time offer, that 50 squeeze page pack with PLR rights. So that's another way of firstly being able to choose from more than one squeeze page design, and then secondly actually being able to profit by selling that pack as well. We've also included 20 more high quality reports with PLR rights. Again, people can just resell that collection if they want to, or they can choose from more than one report to give away to their subscribers. What else they can do with those 20 PLR reports is they can send them as bonuses to their subscribers. I go over this method inside the course, inside the PDF. That's something that I started doing a couple of months ago, and it's actually giving me really good engagement with my subscribers, because even though they're freebie seekers, we must not forget that those people are actually on our list for a reason. And often people kind of mistreat, I guess, their freebie seekers, freebie seeker list. They are people who want to learn something. So if you send them valuable information, that's what I started doing. I just said, look, I'm going to find high quality PLR, and I'm going to start sending them some educational emails containing those reports. That increases the engagement with them a lot, and I've been getting emails back from my customers saying, thank you for sending this, I really look forward to your emails. So we're including 20 of those reports, which you can actually also provide to your subscribers as well. A couple of other things we've included is I released a product a couple of months ago called Unstoppable List Building Profit. So it's a more than 3 hours worth of video training, very advanced video training on focusing on some other aspects of list building, which are actually very complementary to this report.
You got WSO of the day for it, didn't you?
I got a WSO of the day for it as well. That was my first one. Yeah, that was really cool. Thank you. So I've included that as part of OTO2, and Stefan has put in his list building extremes. So he talks about list building, but he also talks a lot about traffic generation specifically for list building inside that report as well. Plus, the last thing we've included is 60 more high click-through emails. So if someone gets OTO1 and OTO2, they will actually get 120 emails or 60 days worth of emails. So you're pretty much set in terms of the emails for the first couple of months, and that'll give you the inspiration to what to write about to your people.
Awesome. So the first product, it teaches the loophole and how to do the whole process that we talked about today. And then the other OTOs, those are optional if you want something that's done for you. It's going to make your life a little bit easier. That's something you can pick up, or you can do it all on your own if that's something that you want to do. Correct?
Absolutely, and you don't need the OTOs obviously to for the method to work, because everything that you need to implement the system is explained in a lot of detail in the PDF. Our report is actually 101 pages, so it's very comprehensive. We've just put a lot of step-by-step instructions, no stone left unturned. But if someone wants to, doesn't want to spend time or spend money setting up their funnel, they can pick up our OTO1. And then obviously if they want to have more than one way to profit from the list, and they want more choice to their reports, they want more choice in terms of their squeeze pages, then OTO2 is really good for them as well.
Greg, thank you so much for coming on the show today. Is there anything else, anything that we didn't mention, anything that you wanted to, any last words before we wrap it up?
No, look, I just, I guess it's really good to be on the show. Really excited to have met you, spoken to you as well. And to all of the subscribers, I guess if anyone is still not building a list, I highly recommend that you start building the list, because for me, that's just the biggest learning. I could have well given up on the whole internet marketing thing a couple of years ago if I didn't find list building. I might have just tried one other thing and probably would have got some results for a little while, and then something would have happened and I would have lost it all again. So if someone has not started building the list yet, or doesn't have a large list, you're only just starting to build the list, keep going. Or if you haven't started building the list yet, then definitely now is the time to start, because having a list is awesome. That every time you send an email, you're going to get clicks, you're going to get traffic. It's just such a sustainable business model. It's really good.
The money's in the list. Greg, again, thank you for coming on, and best of luck with your launch.
Thanks very much, Mike. Thank you.
I hope you enjoyed the interview today with Greg. If you are interested in picking up CPA List Loophole, you're going to want to pay attention as there is a bit of a strange kind of early bird discount. It's going to go live at 2 a.m. Eastern on Sunday, April 26th. You heard that right, 2 a.m. Eastern. That price is going to be at the lowest that you can pick it up at, and then it's going to go up again at 5 and again and again and again. So if you want to get it at the lowest price, set your alarm clock for 2 and grab it then. And when you pick it up, make sure you send over your PayPal receipt so I can send over my special bonuses. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow.